Hey folks, today is Friday, December 7th, 2018. As usual, my name is Jake Baldino, and we got a lot of video game stuff to talk about this week. Super Smash Bros. Is out. It's a crazy time. The Game Awards, we have a lot of stuff to get into, but before we cover all the Game Awards stuff, let's break down some news from earlier in the week. And the first thing is actually Bloodborne 2 popping up in the news, which, unfortunately, as exciting as you would want it to be, still doesn't seem like it's happening. Head of From Software and noted Dark Souls and Bloodborne creator Hidetaka Miyazaki.
Sorry.
Can you lower the volume?
Sorry. Did you see me dome?
I'm trying to talk and there's just pure violence. He went on record talking about Bloodborne 2 because recently, after a From Software VR project was revealed to have a lot of Bloodborne related Easter eggs directly, people thought that it meant that Bloodborne 2 could be a thing. In an interview though, he did clarify and go on record to say, hey, this is not to indicate any sort of new Bloodborne game at all whatsoever. So consider that rumor or that hype completely squashed for now, unfortunately. It seems like they very much are moving on and are wanting to focus on new projects like something like Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, which seems totally different for them. I'm into it. I want to see what that's going to be about. But in other news, I know Steam has been in the news lately, but Counter-Strike, CSGO in particular, is now free to play, and a pretty surprising but also cool move. They also announced a Battle Royale mode that works as a completely separate mode. It's called Danger Zone, and I just really appreciate the name more than anything. I want to try it just because it's called Danger Zone. And before we move forward, this episode is brought to you by Grand Chase, a new real-time action strategy RPG. You can play alone or online with friends on your phone or even on PC via BlueStacks. It's a follow-up to the huge Grand Chase PC game from the early 2000s, and it's free to download and get started, and it's all about collecting and building out a party and coordinating attacks in a pretty awesome and intuitive battle system. Thankfully, you don't have to pay to progress or collect additional characters either. So if you are curious to check it out, we linked it in the description to download and join the 20 million other people that are already totally down with Grand Chase. Thanks to them for helping us keep our lights on here, but we have to talk about the Game Awards. A lot of stuff came out from it last night. There was a lot of rumors leading up to it. A lot of rumors surprisingly didn't come true at all, but I think there were still a good amount of surprises. And I gotta say, I know I've always been kind of like banging the drum for the Game Awards, but this was probably the best year because it had good reveals. The awards were genuine. It celebrated people who play games and make games, and there wasn't a lot of cringe factor to it, which I really appreciate. Also, gameranx and the boys here were part of the voting panel of judges, so if a game won that you weren't happy about, you can blame us. Don't blame us. One of the more exciting reveals from the Game Awards, we knew it was coming, they teased it earlier in the week, but Obsidian's new game called The Outer Worlds. We got a complete look at this game, and it is a fully fledged RPG. A lot of people have been dubbing it something like Fallout New Vegas in space, and I am totally into that. I was blown away by how the trailer looked so familiar to other games to the point where I was watching it going, what is this? Is this Borderlands? Is this Fallout? What the hell is this? But I gotta say, it looks really cool. It looks like a very Obsidian thing. It makes sense for them, and what I really like to see is if they're going after Fallout's lunch. A lot of people are saying that after Fallout 76 has been a downer for a lot of fans, Obsidian of all people are the ones to pick up the mantle for these types of RPG-style first-person games, and I'm all about that. 2019 and getting more information about it is still a ways away, though, so I guess it's just a waiting game with a lot of these announcements. But another big surprise was Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. That is something I did not see coming at all. As of right now, it seems like it might be exclusive to Nintendo Switch, which is kind of a weird move. The original Ultimate Alliance is one of my favorite games ever, and to see a Marvel property like this come back and have the X-Men in it and have all that again, it's just refreshing at this point. Also, side note, did you guys see the Avengers Endgame trailer? I thought that was pretty cool. Shout out to Hawkeye. Other surprises include Ashen finally now being available. It's available on the new Epic Store as well as Xbox and Xbox Game Pass. And it seems like Epic's Game Store has been making the money moves, especially with this event with a couple of debuts. We also got a first tease for Journey to the Savage Planet, a game being published by 505. It's like an adventure game where you're dropped on an alien planet. That seems interesting. Supergiant's new game, Hades, which is apparently available on early access right now on the Epic Game Store, looks totally dope. If you played anything like Transistor or Pyre or Bastion, this is probably going to be right up your alley. I love the art. I love the music. Then, of course, this was something we sort of knew was coming earlier in the week, but we got an official teaser for the next Dragon Age game with the hashtag the, what is it? Hashtag the Dread Wolf Rises. It seems like that's a ways away before we see anything else from that. Anthem is really BioWare's thing right now. I'm sure they're hedging most of their bets on. We got a quick look at that. Still not totally convinced. I hope it's good. I like BioWare. Also, if you're not sick of reveals or anything, Kinda Funny themselves are hosting their own games showcase. We're expecting a lot of cool new reveals from them. If you want to give them some love, that's Saturday, December 8th at 10 a.m. Pacific on their Twitch channel. But Nintendo, of all people, came in swinging with a surprise announcement of Joker being a playable Super Smash Ultimate character. For those of you that don't know, Joker is, of course, pretty much the main character of Persona 5. So now at this point, I feel like anything can happen with Super Smash Bros. Characters. I mean, we already have stuff like Cloud and Bayonetta, but Persona is so out there, especially considering there's not a lot of interaction with those games on Nintendo's platforms. I would love to see what other characters we're going to get, and also, can they please put Persona games on Switch? That would be really sick. But then another hot rumor that turned out to be completely true that blew me away. Crash Team Racing, completely remastered, remade, similar to the Insane trilogy. Fantastic game from my childhood. Very much a nostalgia type thing, but as more of a PlayStation kid than a Nintendo 64 kid at the time, it was my Mario Kart, and I thought it was awesome. That's dropping on June 21st, and it's dropping on all platforms, which is nice to see. We also got to look at Patrice Désilets' new game, Ancestors Humankind Odyssey, which is really out there. Still don't totally know what that is. A couple of indie surprises, like Sayonara Wild Hearts for Switch that looks visually interesting. Hello Games is working on a new short game called The Last Campfire. And what I do like about the Game Awards this year is that we actually don't have time to talk about everything in this video. Just little things announced, like Dead by Daylight getting dedicated servers. There was a lot of information to digest that hopefully we can cover in more videos throughout the coming weeks. But big stuff, we got a full look at the new Far Cry game, Far Cry New Dawn, which interestingly enough takes up after Far Cry 5 and goes for a post-apocalyptic type thing. And at first I was really skeptical, but once I saw the trailer and I saw some gameplay snippets, it seems interesting. It seems a little different than every other game. But speaking of post-apocalyptic, we also got a new look at Rage 2, which I think is starting to look like a lot of fun. And then, of course, there was the one a lot of us probably saw coming, Mortal Kombat 11. What a nice surprise reveal it was. The trailer is really cool. The music choice was a good song, but really weird for a fighting game. But we got like the evil badass version of Raiden, which was fun to see, and the trailer to me, and I think there was somewhere, it suggests like customization similar to something like Injustice, which Injustice 2, the player customization, the whole grind for that was something that I was addicted to and I really loved. So I'm excited to see that come over to Mortal Kombat. It's a good way to shake things up. Oh, and just like that, there's a Devil May Cry 5 demo on Xbox One. Like I said, there is so much to talk about, but we do have to start wrapping things up. I do also want to say that we are taking submissions for Just Cause 4 glitches. If you've been watching our videos lately, we've been asking you guys to send us your best glitches and moments, and we've been reacting to them and having a lot of fun. So in the description below, there is a link for you to submit your best Just Cause 4 glitches if you come across any, and hopefully it'll get featured in a video by us. But we also got to do that console giveaway we do every single week. You know how that goes by now. There's a link in the description below. You sign up, you enter once, and you're entered for good, and then every week we go in to randomly choose one lucky person to win a free console of their choice. And this week's winner is going to be this person right here. Why did I say it with such intensity? Right here. Congratulations. Be sure to keep an eye on your inbox, your spam box, stuff like that, because Tom's going to be reaching out to you to figure out how we can send you your free stuff. But now we have a lot to talk about this week. Down in the comments, social media, wherever you guys are, our Discord, discord.gg/gameranx. So many questions. What was your favorite reveal from the Game Awards? Did you find the Game Awards more watchable this year? I still think it went on a little bit too long, but overall I appreciated the ceremony, so to speak. Are you looking forward to Obsidian's new game? Do you think them sticking in their wheelhouse with a new Vegas-y type game is the right move, or were you hoping to see something more of like a new Pillars of Eternity from them? What do you think about Mortal Kombat 11? Well, what do you think about Marvel Ultimate Alliance The Black Order being Switch exclusive? Are you playing Super Smash Brothers right now? Who are you maining as? What are your thoughts on the game? We'll have videos on that this weekend, hopefully. But whoever you are, whatever you're doing, let's talk in the comments, and you can yell at me on social media as well, Twitter and Instagram at Jake Baldino. But thank you guys for watching all the time. Like, we're always live every Tuesday, 4 p.m. Eastern. If you ever want to check us out, we give away free games and stuff like that. But it's worth saying, clicking the like button really helps us out. We do actually appreciate it. And if you're new, you should subscribe because we put videos out every single day. But as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Pizza's on me. And you know what? Have a good weekend.